I hope you're having a good morning, new night. Whenever this video may reach you, do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today we are going to be talking about why victims of SA, great DB, why they often don't come forward, why sometimes it takes them years to come forward, and why statistics will never ever truly prove or depict what's actually going on in the real world when it comes to those types of situations. So, where are you guys? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come on over. Come on over, baby. Come on over. Come on over, baby. Come on over. Come on over, lover. Hey Eric, how are you? Make sure you all are hitting a thumbs up on your way into my house. There's three dots at the top of the screen. If you're catching this on a replay, then I'm sure you know where the like button is. Press it and hit the thumbs up. Hey Two Fly, who it is? Waiting for a few more of you guys to join me so we can get this party started. What's up, Enlightening? How are you, babe? Hey Tay. Everybody that's coming up in here, click the three buttons and hit that thumbs up. Thank you, boo. Hey. Oh, I thought that was God Player the last time I said it. COD Player. Hey, Cold Girl. Always got you when it comes. You don't worry. Hey, Modest. Celeste. Hi, you one. Thank you. Thank you. So, in light of all of the things that has been going on with Diddy and Cassie and the video actually coming out and us actually being able to see, like literally see, it's not just speculation. It's not just him putting out these false statements saying, oh, it's just a money grab and they're just trying to slander my character and ruin my legacy. And I absolutely did not do the things that I've been accused of. We've literally seen actual clear as day footage. And he released a apology letter admitting that that was him. It was not, it wasn't AI in Photoshop. It wasn't AI in Photoshop. You're a like. Look at this. They coming up in here with the racism. Like, why are you coming up in here calling me? This is disgusting. Brooklyn. I'm from New York. I'm American. All right, I gotta stop reading the chat because y'all are gonna piss me off, and I don't want to start cussing y'all out. It's way too soon. It's way too early in the chat for me to cuss y'all out. Anyways, so we've seen like what actually happened with Diddy and Cassie, and we've been seeing a lot of other people come forward with stories and allegations against this man. And although he still tries to, use sympathy, it's no longer working. But what I'm most disgusted and disturbed by is everyone taking up for this man, saying, why didn't she say something sooner? Why didn't she come forward sooner? Why did she stay with him? And a lot of victims of DV, SA, rape, any type of assault don't always come forward, especially while they're in the midst of it, out of fear, out of blame, and out of shame, out of humiliation, out of embarrassment, and also out of trauma bonding. Stockholm syndrome, and love. And a lot of people don't understand that, because how could you love your abuser the same way people love their oppressors, the same way we love our oppressors, the same way a lot of black men love clear women. It's the same thing. It's a sickness. And don't get me wrong, like I'm all for interracial dating. I feel like you can love who you love, like who you like. So that's not my point. But I'm just saying, you still could find love in someone that abuses you, someone that hurts you, someone that does something to you that's unsavory. And it's the same way a lot of us still love our parents, and we still love our family, even though they may beat us, be harsh to us, be neglectful toward us. We still find it in our hearts to have love for our parents. And a lot of, accepting abuse and accepting a man just doing all of these deplorable things to you is stems from our childhood. And I was saying before, we're taught that the way a man shows love to you is by beating you up or pulling your hair from a young child. It's like, oh, he likes you. That's why he's doing that. Like, he just likes you. Y'all are creepy crawlers. I'm blocking you. And it's just, really, I'm disgusted by so many people that's constantly saying, why didn't she been come forward? Why didn't she been say something? And the live that Storm, shouts out to Storm, hey, that he did yesterday with Essie Berry, shouts out to Essie, shouts out to Jag. And Jaguar Wright said that she was raped by Sean Carter. And hey, Lady Marie, and I'm gonna say, we could say allegedly all day, but these are her allegations. This is not something that I said. We don't know. We weren't there. But someone came into my comment section, another woman, which makes it even more like. And this woman was like, "Why didn't she been say something? Why didn't she been come forward?" And what Jaguar Wright said when she was talking about it, she said, "I didn't think anybody would believe me. People don't believe me. I didn't think anybody would believe me." Exactly, Celeste. She was trying to get away from him in that video, and they're still saying, well, why didn't she just leave? And it's like, do you know when someone has that much power and you try to leave them, that they have resources, they have access, they could hire people to stalk you and harass you? And that's exactly what she experienced. She did try to leave him. In the video, she was trying to get away from him, and he ran out like a madman in a towel. He didn't even care that he was in public. He didn't care that there was cameras all around, because he felt like, I'm God. He has a God complex like a lot of men have. And I could do anything that I want to do. Who's going to stop me? I could just pay them off. Yes, I'm talking about the Diddy vid. And I'm also talking about Jaguar Rights coming out yesterday and saying that she was raped and she was essayed by Jay-Z. She said Sean Carter. We all know who Sean Carter is. What's up, Rihanna? Sean Carter is Jay-Z. And a woman left a comment under the video saying, why didn't she been say something? And people have also been saying this about Cassie. Why didn't she been say something? And I just want to tell y'all that I've experienced those things as well. And when I was in a relationship like that, like in an actual relationship like that, I didn't go to the authorities. And when I was, his sister stopped me and was like, no, he loves you. Like, don't do that. And this is the issue. A lot of the women in our families, a lot of women that we know, women have a issue with black male worship, particularly. I'm talking specifically to our community, but this also happens to clear women, Asian women, Indian women. Women in general tend to protect men, they coddle men, and they don't believe the victims. Women also do this, and it makes it that much harder when a woman is not on your side and a woman is coercing you not to go forward and to take action, and a woman is trying to silence you because she is a male worshiper. And it doesn't just have to be black male worship. The fact that she just worships men, period, because like I said, women from every different race, color, creed experience these things. And the women in their family, their friends, tell them, oh, it's not that serious. Oh, that's just a man being a man. What's up, Mia? Hey, boo. And there's this girl on TikTok, and her name is Mookie, and she's a Mexican girl. She was essayed by her mother's boyfriend, her uncle, her grandfather. Her mother was physically abusive toward her. She would tell her mother what was happening, and her mother did not believe her. Her voice was snuffed out. She didn't feel like she had any power, and this is happening to her from a child up until her teen years, and then eventually she moved away from her mother, and now her mother just acts like nothing ever happened, and she doesn't choose to have a relationship with her mother. But then she said that she was crying in one of her videos, and she was like, I'm trying to still maintain a relationship with my mom because I only have one. And this is what happens. We're victims of circumstances, but then we get guilt tripped and we get shamed into not really understanding what happened, or to minimizing how it made us feel or the damage that it has caused to us mentally, physically, and emotionally. And this is why a lot of women don't come forward and they don't speak up. So it's easy to say, why didn't she say something before? Men also experience these things and they don't speak up because they're too ashamed, embarrassed, humiliated, and afraid. Think about it. When children are victimized, their abusers often say, I'm going to unalive your family if you say something. You're going to get taken away if you say something. And it causes kids not to say anything. Grown adults also have these bonds and connections with people that abuse them. And that's where Stockholm syndrome comes into play. There's women that's in marriages right now with men that's physically abusive toward them, but they feel like they love them. And when you think you love a person, you'll accept a lot and you'll make excuses for them and you won't come forward. What's up, Amberella? You won't come forward. So I really need you all to like really be a little more empathetic to people that get brave enough to speak out about things that has happened to them. Even if a person is just doing a story time, sometimes you need to get it off your chest. That's really, for the most part, what therapy is. Therapy just helps you to unpack, and it gives you a safe space to air out your grievances, to air out your trauma. And this is what a lot of people use these social media platforms for. And I'm not even against it because honestly, if you could stand up and say something in front of the world, in front of thousands of people, then you're no longer bound or shackled to it. It doesn't have the same power or control over you anymore when you let it out, when you just say it in front of everybody. And I come up here and I tell you guys, tidbits about things that I've experienced. I have yet to go into full detail, and I will slowly but surely. Yes, everybody up in here, hit the like button. There's three dots at the top of the screen on the right hand side. Hit it and then click the thumbs up. I hope you reach 40 million subscribers. Thank you so much. Is it COD player or COD? I don't know. But, people are just, and I feel like saying, well, why didn't you come out sooner? Or why didn't you say something? It's just another form of victim blaming. It's just another form of victim blaming. I'm a Virgo. And we don't know, Jaguar doesn't have any concrete evidence. She hasn't presented us with any concrete evidence. However, I don't know why people think it's so far fetched to believe that most men in the entertainment industry, especially the heavy hitters, I don't know why y'all are so prone to believe that, hey Indica, that it's unrealistic or that it's like not a possibility that she was raped and assaulted and choked out and had a papal pulled out on her by Jay-Z. And it's not just about getting vagina for a lot of men. It's about power and control. The average rapist is not doing it because he's trying to bust a nut. He likes the idea of controlling and overpowering his victims. And I really need y'all to just like open your mind a little more and recognize that most women in entertainment, most models, they have been raped. They have been assaulted. They've experienced DV. They've been inappropriately groped. They've been groomed. They've been trafficked. They've been exploited. They've been sexploited. That's the nature of the entertainment industry. Photographers do it. I was dating this guy. He's beautiful. He's like a big, like kind of like a supermodel. He's walked, fashion shows in Paris, Milan, Italy, Germany. He's done Fashion Week all over the world. He's been on billboards. He's been in, the circulars for Target and Macy's. He's had billboards for Uniqlo and other brands, Jeremy Scott. Like he's done a lot. And when I met him, we were younger. We dated when I was briefly, when I was like in my earlier 20s. And he would tell me about photographers. He had a big, like, he would tell me about photographers begging him to give him oral sex. He never told me whether or not he did it. I believe he did because he was booked and busy, okay? He's still booked and busy. Not as booked and busy as he was then. But I believe that, he would tell me like they proposition me all the time, like they want to suck me off. This is what happens. It's not, I'm not telling y'all his name, hell no. But this is what happens. I dated two supermodel guys. Him, but this one, he was, both of them were biracial. But this one, the one that I'm talking about right now, he looked more Caucasian, like lighter. Um, and the other one had a black mother and a Italian father, but his father disowned him, like wasn't really a part of his life. And he was in magazines and he was doing the ones and twos as well. But he never told me about any situations that he experienced. But the lighter one, the more ambiguous looking one, told me, or every photographer he ever worked with wanted to be with him intimately and sexually. It was like a precursor. And he also told me that his agent would encourage him to build relationships. And building those relationships, that's what came along with it. I had an experience with a photographer before that I don't want to talk about just yet. I will at some point. I never really spoke about that. But even my ex-boyfriend, the one that was a singer, we would go to photo shoots. When he was doing a photo shoot for the album that he released in Japan, they wanted him to do like a bunch of Illuminati signs and symbols and like cover his eye, like y'all, like just doing a bunch of different things. And because we had always been like reading up on stuff, he wouldn't do it. They was telling him to like do this to his head, like he was like powing himself in the head, like it was just a lot. Now want a singer? Oh my god, damn! What do you mean? I'm a person. I'm a creative person. I've dated people in the industry. Like, I don't know what you're trying to say. She talked about hella men. I just mentioned three guys. What's the big deal? I just literally just mentioned three guys. Dated hella men. Anyways, so in entertainment, a lot of people don't speak up because they don't want to ruin their careers. They don't want to shake the bear. They want to elevate, and they don't feel like anybody's going to believe them because a lot of people don't believe you. You essentially are powerless if you're going up against someone. Why nobody put a ring on it? All right, you're getting blocked. You're getting on my nerves now. You're getting on my fucking nerves. Um, yeah, people in the entertainment industry, or women in general, but specifically the entertainment industry, and men too, don't speak out because that's the nature of the business. It just is. And I remember, damn, I can't think of her name. She's African. She recently fell out with Tamar Braxton. She was on tour with Candy Burris or Tamar. What's her name? I can't think of it. She told her story about how she was gang raped by a producer, like somebody that she thought was her friend, and she just felt humiliated and embarrassed, and she didn't say anything because people don't believe you. It's either they don't believe you or they blame you. Well, why did you go to his house? Why were you at the hotel room? Why did you stay late with him at the studio? Why did you go to this photo shoot by yourself? Why did you take pictures like this? Why did you do this? Like, victim blaming is a real thing. And another form of victim blaming is saying, why didn't you speak up sooner? Yes, that is a valid question, but unless you've been in that situation, you can't. Jesse Wu, yes, thank you, God's anointed. Jesse Wu, thank you, God's anointed. Thank you. Unless you've been in those situations, then you really don't know what it's like to be in a space with somebody that has more clout than you, somebody that has more authority than you, somebody that has a bigger platform than you, somebody that has a bigger voice than yours. You really don't know. It's easy to just say, oh, she's lying. Why would he want to do that to her when he can have any woman he wants? It's not just about having any woman that you want, it has a lot to do with power and control. And y'all got to be shallow and stupid and dense as fuck if you think that a woman being raped or essayed has anything to do with what she looks like. It really doesn't. I will say more attractive girls, teenagers, and women do have it a little worse because everybody wants to get some, everybody wants to, you know, being attractive is a gift and a curse. It's kind of dangerous. It's dangerous because a lot of men don't have self control. And you always getting blamed, so you feel like it's my fault. I shouldn't have been wearing this. I shouldn't have been here. I shouldn't have been doing this. I just think it's disgusting for people to like blame victims and like try to shame people. And then when they finally do get the courage to speak out, it's just like, you're lying, you're lying. We don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth. We really don't know. I got dimples and they mad cute. I got the cutest dimples. Trying to lighten the mood a little bit because I feel like this is like heavy. We've been talking about a lot of heavy stuff the last couple days. But we need to have these conversations because, and Mia, you were here, and I'm sure a lot of you all were here in the chat last night when we were talking about this. So many women in the chat experience the same things. A lot of us have similar experiences, and we didn't always send a man to jail. We didn't. And I don't think that people in general don't realize in the black community, oh my God, get the fuck out of here, bitch. In the black community, we have been programmed to not call the police on men. Some of us do it, but a lot of us don't because we don't want to bring another black man down. We don't want to add, have a black man in the system. A black man is already struggling so much. So we're programmed to not come forward and to just blame ourselves and try to lick our own wounds or just go to church and pray about it or just act like it never happened and keep going. But eventually, trauma rears its ugly head in certain ways. Right? Like, why you keep asking what's my body count? What is wrong with y'all? Creepy, crawling, crackheaded asses. Everybody up in here hit the like button. It's three dots at the top of the screen. Hit the thumbs up. Man, Love Jones, I don't know how you had so many trolls. They be up in here going crazy. I appreciate your truth. Not a lot of people can speak. Yeah, thank you, Ruby. So this is why, like, even though it's hard for me to even talk about a lot of different things, I feel like these conversations are very much needed. And we just have to keep creating safe spaces as women for other women. Because, like I said earlier on, lots of women are the culprits for why other women don't come forward. Lots of mothers don't protect their children, they put their own needs first. I just saw a story of a mother. Her boyfriend raped her 15-year-old daughter, and the mother, the boyfriend, papowed the daughter, and the mother set her daughter on fire. I saw another video that had gone viral. This was a little bit a while ago, but it just came to my head. But these were like real people. And the daughter told her mother that her boyfriend was inappropriate with her, was touching her, looking at her in an inappropriate way. And the mother was blaming the daughter. Oh, you trying to cause problems. You being inappropriate with my man. Blaming her daughter for being a victim. The girl, the Mexican girl, Mookie, y'all, her TikTok is so disturbing. She said that her mother beat her up. Her mother would just cold clock her in the face because she felt like she was trying to ruin her relationships with her boyfriend. Her mother could not be alone. Had a revolving door of men, and this is a Mexican girl. So it's not just us that experienced that. And the mother's like, you trying to take my man away from me. A lot of mothers be competing with their daughters. You are a hypocrite. Bitch, get out of here. I ain't got time for this. And was she talking back to her mom? Look, I don't got time for this, y'all. And I feel like I tell you, I'm specifically curating this space for women. Men love to come over here because they just love it here for whatever reason. But as women, we also need to step up and do a better job because so many women have failed other women, and even the mothers of these men coddling their sons, allowing their sons to be a fucking bandit and a deadbeat and not take care of their children and not take care of their home and treat their wives and baby mothers like trash. And the mothers is condoning this type of behavior. It is disgusting. It's disgusting. All right, you get blocked. You get them up. Y'all, oh my God. Y'all is getting on my nerves real bad. It's disgusting that women is enabling men being super fucking predators in the words of Hillary Clinton. I just, it's disgusting. But at the end of the day, the common denominator is men that's committing these crimes. And I wish that men that love to come into my space and mansplain and try to censor themselves and say, well, what about the women that's doing this? It would be really nice if you all would check each other. It would be really nice if you all would check each other. Look at the attempt to make it about black and brown and anyone else don't experience these things. What are you talking about, Minister Society? I'm talking about Diddy, Jay Z, and I'm talking about a Mexican girl. I'm giving actual accounts of what's happening in the world. Y'all cannot stand the fact that a lot of y'all are fucking super predators. Clear men too, men in general. But right now, I'm specifically talking about Diddy, Jay Z, and I'm giving accounts of things that actually happened. So for you to try to say, oh, you just want to make it about black men, a lot of y'all do commit crimes against women, children, and even each other. That's why they coined the term black on black crime. It's y'all that's unalive in the community. It's not women. When you get money and you get rich, you leave the hood because you're afraid of other men. You're not afraid that a woman is going to run through your house and rob you. You are afraid of other men doing that to you. Now, you don't want to believe it, you don't want to hear about it. You need to go and clean up your likeness because majority of y'all is making y'all look bad. Y'all look crazy out here. I'm trying to catch up with some of what y'all been saying. What's up, Leah? These women hold men at high standards. Why is what I want to know? They not worth the ice cream cone. Nicole, and this is why I always say that we have to decenter men. Everyone is being negative today for some reason. They always come up in here being negative. How is she a pick me? Somebody said I was a pick me. Hey, Aisha, what's up, boo? I want to know what goes through these women mind who suppose these support this disgusting behavior. I'm too drained to drag trolls today. Can y'all just stop? Yeah, and usually white men, but yeah, what has the world come to? Lots of women is just like that. It's usually someone you know that's doing you wrong. That part, Ali. Earlier about the Mexican girl, you started to say you realize that it happens to Mexican girls. It happens to all women everywhere. What are you talking about? I know it happens to Mexican women. It happens to women everywhere. Like Dan Snyder too. That part too. Cat Williams spoke the truth. 2020 is the year the dark comes to light. That part. What do you think happened that time Solange attacked Jay Z in the elevator? He had to disrespect Beyonce. He had to disrespect Beyonce. That's what had to happen. Because she wouldn't just do that. Like he had to say something to Beyonce that was crazy. He had to do something that was disrespectful, and it probably involved another woman. Your eyes are soul snatching. Mexicans don't play that. I've seen a lot of cases of young Mexican girls being pregnant by older grown Mexican men. Like it happens. We see it. But when you generalize men, I have a fucking issue. I don't give a fuck about your issue, bitch. Get out of here. Generally speaking, men are predatory. Generally speaking, men commit 80% of the crimes. Majority rules. And we don't, yeah, exactly, Quaisha. We could remove race from the issue. Men in general. Diddy was a good boy. He didn't mean any harm to anyone. He just started GED classes. Okay, you getting blocked. I don't got time for this. Uh, what is wrong with leaving the ghetto? Nothing. I'm just saying y'all leave because y'all don't want to be attacked or robbed by other men. Yes, indeed. Instead of being over here, how about make a channel and speak to your fellow brothers and helping them to chill? Exactly, Mia. Thank you, Harper. Why is she so smug? She has absolutely no reason to have an ego. Bitch, why is you here watching me, ho? Stranger danger, ho. Now you getting blocked. It's happening more and more these days. Some ladies will do anything to keep a man that part God's anointed, including giving their kids up because the man said that he don't want nothing to do with those kids. It's just terrible. Yup. No, she is not. No, she is not what? What's going on? This is not good for the kids. It's sad that you're speaking on real serious situations and the trolls are trolling just to hate. What you yapping about now? Nothing that you will hear because you're blocked, bitch. Go rot in a hole. Explain a huge rise of female teachers raping SA and male students. Yet I don't see any woman calling them out. In fact, they even get lighter punishment because it was a luck. No, I think that's disgusting. I think it's disgusting that women are doing it, but that still does not. It doesn't put a dent. It does not put a fucking dent in how many cases have been brought against men. But for whatever reason, it's not being publicized the same. Men still assault and rape children on a larger scale than women. It just is what it is. Y'all always pivot and deflect, pivot and deflect, pivot and deflect, pivot and deflect. Y'all can't help it. It's all males, and and LJ said it's all males. I just saw an article of a 16-year-old who was assaulted by a stranger. Her brother who unalived her, then her body violated by another random man. I have American. Okay, you're getting blocked. I can't. And men know that other men are the issue, hence being protective over a few. Ding, ding, ding. That Mexican guy that made his 14-year-old niece pregnant and then deleted her. Thank you, Cloudy. You got to think about who's a victim, though, the lens of who can even defend themselves. Yeah, it was a story in New York of a 24-year-old getting an 11-year-old pregnant. Dummy had the nerve to go to the hospital as a proud pappy. Yep, I remember that. My boo was just having a discussion with me because even he knows that other men are predatory. When they were asking, women were asking their husbands, who would you choose to leave our toddler baby with in the woods, a man or a bear? And everybody chose the bear. And they said, well, bears think that little kids are maybe their babies, so they probably would take her in and raise her as one of their cubs. No one, not one of those men chose to leave their children with a man in the woods over a bear. They all chose the bear. Men know. Men know. This is why men say, "Oh, you shouldn't dress like that. Oh, you need to carry some mace. Oh, you need to." Dang, it's a lot of comments. I can't get to all of y'all comments. I try to go back, but it's just a lot that keeps coming in. So I remember I was in Jamaica. I think what year was this? I was bringing in 2018 in Jamaica, Or was it 2017 I was bringing it in Jamaica? I think I was bringing it 2017 in Jamaica, and I was on 7 Mile Beach, and I was with my friend, and I had on a bikini with like a cover over it, like a fishnet, But we're on the beach, legit on the beach on the ocean, and we're walking like through the. You have to go through like a gate to get to like other sides of the beach because we were coming from the village that we were staying at. And this guy was like, "Oh, I don't think you should walk with that on, with just the two of you." A man said that, and I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Oh, because I know how us men are. I don't want you to walk like that. I don't want you to go like that. No, no, you look too good. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so sweet. No, my girl, my girl. No, 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 no. Your body like this. Your body nice. No, I think you should go and change. Put up on me. Put something else on." This is what a man said. I'm not. Get out of here. Y'all up here calling me cross-eyed. Like, what are y'all talking about? You're getting blocked. A man said that because he knows the nature of men. Men know the nature of men, but when women say it, fake story, it's not fake. When women say it, men get upset and offended. But if a man come up and say, "Yeah, I don't want my child around no man. I'm about to get my pow pow. Like I'm about to roll up on the boy that's trying to take my daughter to prom because I was a teenage boy once and I know how boys operate." Men know. Men know how men are because you were showing too much. I had on a bikini at the beach. Ladies, we already know black men like Diddy wouldn't have that arrogance if he didn't have any money. Give a black man some money and pop house and watch what he tries to do to control the whole community. Odds of women being the abuser are higher than not. It has to be crack. You got to be a crackhead. That's the only reason why you would say something like that. You have to be a crackhead. It's giving crackhead. It's giving crack. There's no way you actually believe that. I'd rather leave my kid in the woods with a man over a bear. Stop with the delusional BS. It's not delusional. That's you. But majority men that answer that question chose a bear. Is everything on this channel fake? I used to smoke crack and I never say something that effing stupid. Women want money for stuff, men want money to support a loyal wife and children. Big difference. What does that have to do with men being predators and women being afraid to speak out against it because people shame and blame them? Have you ever had a bad experience with a man? Of course, I'm a beautiful woman. Like my dad in my life. My dad is one of my best friends. Um, Men like administer society would blame women for anything who is defenseless rather than to blame the attackers. Exactly, Quaisha. Yep. Not blaming you, blaming that idiot for the way they think. Enjoys the defamation report. This live is pointless. You getting out of here. Too many women claiming victimhood. Why would a woman claim victimhood? There's lots of women that legit have been raped, essayed, stalked, harassed, and experienced DV. But yet you claim that women are just claiming victimhood. Like, who wants to be a victim? Like, what? These men are scary. They're dangerous. Look at how they think. They're dangerous. Women are often victims of themselves, ignoring the warnings and reacting to on impulse. You see, that's a victim blaming. Pivot and deflect. Just I don't give a fuck if I went to Red Flags Park. That does not give a man a right to rape, assault, and unalive me. It doesn't matter if I'm walking into a space where there's 100 men. That means that because I went to a space, then and I knew that men were there, and I ignored the red flags, and I deserve what I got. It's the misogynistic, disgusting, deplorable views of men, and this is why a lot of people blame themselves instead of saying, "You just proved that a lot of men have a predatory nature." Thank you, Joshua, for proving it. And it's women's fault because they don't see, and they're not aware of, like. And this is why I said a lot of women need to stop being delusional when it comes to men. Joshua just said men are predators, and it's a woman's fault because she ignored the red flags. Oh my God. Who commits the most domestic DV? Men? Like, are we serious? Women here definitely have trauma, and if they have trauma, who gave them the trauma? Men. Once again, it all points back to men. Yet y'all will sit up here and bussy pop and be creepy crawling crackheads all up and down this chat instead of admitting the truth. Y'all need to do better as people. Ooh, you're just bitching, you ignore that it was men that gave you the right to equality, yet when treated equally, men get screwed in court. That's not equality. I'm bitching. And why the fuck so men think that they're God? Men center themselves and they feel like they have control and dominion over all things on this planet. Thank you once again for being honest. A gross feminist. Bitch, fuck you. And Joshua, you getting blocked too, because you got me fucked up. This is not a equal opportunist chat, bitch. You're not gonna come up in here and think you're gonna talk to me any type of way. Fact check me. Don't worry, I'll wait. I don't have to fact check you. Just look at this comment section. Look at how y'all act in this comment section. I don't have to go and look up no statistics. We could just look at what's going on in this comment section right now with me talking about why victims don't come forward. And look at what y'all doing. Look at what y'all are doing. Making it about, it's a shame. What do you think that will change the behavior of men that have the problems that you say they have? Other men, y'all need to go and talk to other men instead of coming over here. How many men have hit? All right, you're getting blocked. I don't have time for this. So glad I'm married to the love of my life. Ain't got to swim in a community pool. Where's your wife now? It's 4 in the afternoon on a Monday. Why aren't you with your wife and like? Why aren't you taking care of your kids? Why aren't y'all making money? Like, what are y'all doing? Yes, Breachy Kane. I do allow men to freely talk, and that's why I don't like for my moderators to just outright block people because we want them to expose themselves. I wonder why you're single. Who said I was single? Y'all don't fucking know me in real life. Y'all are some real life haters. Fact check me on the DV question I gave you. Sir, we all know that men commit most of the crimes. Any type of crime you could think of, men commit most of the crimes. Your vibrations are low. Hi, Jungkook. I'm attractive too, but I don't have so much problem with men because I dress proper. Suzette, you're trash. You are trash for that statement because there's women in third world countries, there's Muslim women where all you can see is their eyes and they're being brutalized and essayed every day. It's happening right now as we're on this live chat. There's children that are raped and essayed by men that don't even have a fully developed body. So what do you say about that? Is it because they're not dressed proper? Is it because they're not dressed proper? Children that don't have breasts that's not even fully developed? How about that? How about women that's just walking down the street with a coat on? A woman just got raped in the Bronx. A man put a belt around her neck like a lasso and dragged her down like she was a fucking horse in the street. She had on a sweatshirt and some jeans and dragged her in between two cars and raped her. Was it because she wasn't dressed proper? Y'all are trash for that type of mindset. Just straight fucking gutter trash. Because it happens to children and babies. Babies get raped and molested and essayed. They don't even have nothing. Children. Children. I guess you're right. No, I am right. And you're wrong. And you got a trash ass mindset. Because guess what? In the 30s and the 40s, we was dressing, we had a style where was wearing dresses down to our ankles, still getting brutalized, gang raped. So what you wear don't have shit to do with shit. Y'all are trash for that type of mindset. It's a scam. It's a scam. Cause I done been outside dressed with a t-shirt. Y'all see me up here all types of ways. Y'all done see me with t-shirts on, tank tops, dresses, a bathing suit. Y'all done see me with a hat on, no makeup, glasses. You think that's stopping a man from following me down the street? Y'all are trash. What? You look so fucking gorgeous to be entertaining this nonsense, baby. Chill. Thank you. One, two, don't tell me what to do. This is my channel. This is my platform. I am talking about women and victims of DBSA, abuse, assault, and all sorts of things, and why they don't come up and speak out. And it's because of shit like this that we're seeing in the chat. The blaming, the shaming. Oh, because of how you dress. That's victim blaming. They're legit proving what it is that I'm saying to you in real time. Y'all are getting to see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Trash. Gutter fucking trash. I agree with everything you're saying. I've been raised by queens. They great women in their 80s too. That part, Leah. Men great corpse. Do you know why men are not hired at the morgue? They're not morticians at the same rate as women. Is because they were getting caught sleeping with unalive bodies. Did y'all hear what happened to Marilyn Monroe's? Marilyn Monroe's unalive body was essayed by multiple men for 6 hours. 6 hours. Think about that. A body that's not even living and breathing. Y'all can't even work in a fucking funeral home because y'all sticking your dicks in dead bodies. Animals too. There was a case of a male mortician in the U.S. who assaulted hundreds of corpses over a decade. I don't know how this man wasn't caught sooner. Men that work in hospitals where people with patients are unconscious, an unconscious woman gave birth to a baby. She was pregnant. Who got her pregnant? One of the male staff members is who got her pregnant, an unconscious woman. And y'all want to sit up here and talk about women are doing this and women too, and women. The janitor. I mean, Glory Hole explains everything, anything with a hole. Thank you so much for talking about this. People always think that being raped and sexually assaulted isn't important, but it's also very important to be talked about. I appreciate you, Disco, but don't use cuss words in the chat. Like when you typing it out, don't use cuss words. Try to limit the profanity. Like, type it out in a different way. Like to know what caused men to be this way. Yeah, we miss you, and Mama got good today. She looking a little sad. You all have been running down. Comment. Love your hair. Thank you. Personally, know a few people who were assaulted by a doctor in MD while under anesthesia. It was a huge case a few years ago. A woman in Brazil. Did y'all remember this case? Did y'all see this? A woman in Brazil was having a C-section, and the anesthesiologist was sticking his penis in her mouth while she was giving birth, while they were taking her baby out, because there's a curtain between, your face and who's here, and then like your body, your lower half, sticking his penis in her mouth. This is the type of shit that men is out here doing. Yet y'all pivot and deflect and try to make it about women. Instead of saying, hey, I'm a man, but I'm not like this. Maybe I should say something to other men. Maybe I should start speaking out against the men that these women are talking about. Because if so many of us have similar stories, we can't all be lying. We're not all making up things. You see, they ain't got nothing to say up in here now. Women do the same. Women stick their penises in other women's mouths while they're having a C-section. That's what women do, Romulo. Women are is having sex with unalived corpse, with bodies in the morgue. Women are doing that. Why is she allowing that? Look, victim blaming. Why is she allowing that? When you're, have you ever been in a room with someone that was having a cesarean? I was in a room with my aunt when she was having a cesarean. She was going in and out of consciousness. She don't even remember it. She told me, she's like, I don't even remember. She was literally slipping in and out of consciousness. If we all shared our life stories, these men will still be denying it. They are quite. That's what they come up in my comment section and do. They blame him why she allowed the anesthesiologist to stick his dick in her mouth while she's heavily sedated. Half of her body is cut open and she's laying on a bed, experiencing a near unalive experience to bring a baby into the world. Why was she allowed? You look like a cartoon. A lot of these males know some bad dudes and too scared to check a period, right? Or their coochie. I guess they'll never report on it because they never heard about it one time. I wouldn't wish a C-section on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even wish that on my children's father to go through that. I wouldn't even wish that on him. She will fight you, me, and everyone else about that man. What? I don't know what y'all talking about. These men enable each other. Exactly. And I'm also calling out women that enable men like that. And y'all heard me say that. I'm like, women have to do a better job at protecting other women and protecting their own children from predators and not coddling their sons and not making excuses and not enabling that type of behavior because it is fucking disgusting. It's given when racist people dismiss people of color. Christ, you hit the nail on the head. Men do it to women the same way clear people do it to melanin rich people. I was being sarcastic, saying I don't think a woman would be a necrophilia. Okay. Hi. Thank you, Ronnie. Uh, true. Too many parents pimp out their kids for money and fame. This is true. It's really sad. They said that Usher's mother pimped him out, had him with Diddy when he was 13, and they said that Usher's butthole was ripped open and he had to go to the hospital. And then Usher gonna basically take Justin Bieber into the Diddy's den. Justin Bieber was scared to death of P. Diddy. In the video where you saw Diddy like, you don't want to hang out with me no more, you don't want to party with me no more. Justin looked like he was deathly afraid. He was scared. Shouts out to South Africa. Yeah, for fame is no good either. It's disgusting. I do not feel sorry for Cassie. She has yet to say anything about prevention of all women. Black women need to stay out of this mess. This mixed girl issue. If Cassie was black, I'll wait. At the end of the day, I'm a woman as well, and Cassie was not Diddy's only victim. Kim Porter was also a victim, and we don't know however many other countless women were victimized by him. So a predator is a predator, and I'm glad that he's being brought to justice. Period. Yep, Diddy was the guardian, right? Yep. Oh my God, in that interview, Justin looks scared. He did. We are actually animals. That video was truly terrifying. I am new. You do all this while conveniently forgetting all the female predators, the teachers, and nurses that do similar ish. It's almost as if weirdos and predators can be any gender. Sir, majority of predators are men. 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 Majority of people that commit crimes 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 are men. Y'all got me out here acting like Dr. fucking Umar. I don't care. I think it's disgusting when women do it too. Men do the majority of the raping, the DV, and the SA. It's men. Argue with your fucking father, bitch. It's a hard pill to swallow to know that you're a part of that group. Instead of trying to clean up your group, you say, well, they do it too, sir. Majority of these perpetrators are men. Majority of women initiate divorce because majority of men are shitty husbands. Cassie isn't black, so I don't care. I'm not sorry, and I what? I'm not sorry. LOL. I don't jack what he did, but black women need to mind theirs. Cassie isn't. She's half black. She is a biracial woman, and at the end of the day, I'm glad that she blew the lid off of what Diddy was doing, so that justice will also be served for the monoracial women that he's harmed. Period. He needs to be exposed because she's not his only victim. So this is not only solely for Cassie. This is justice for all of the women that he's wronged. And I also mentioned Jaguar rights and how she said that Jay-Z raped her. I was lying about most men being good. You wouldn't even be in public right now. You wouldn't have rights. You wouldn't be able to spew your non-factual BS. You know that men create laws to protect themselves against other men as well? Do you know that there's like a 1% of people that actually create laws and run the world? It's not majority of men that's making laws, you fucking idiot. You lucky I let you stay up in here. You got one more time and then I'm blocking you, bitch. Cassie Puff don't owe Cassie no apology because he played her half black ain't black. Mo, what is your point? Like, you going so hard for what? I know the difference between biracial and monoracial. I never said Cassie was a black woman. I always consider Cassie a biracial woman. So what's your point? I'm new, so I haven't won. Okay. Do you, Cassie, want justice for all women our way? She's only concerned about her and controlling husbands. Okay. Speaking of laws, why is it appropriate for grown ass men to date little girls in LA? I don't think that's okay. Even democracy hasn't been direct. All she can do is block and disparage. This is my channel. Are you dumb? I could do whatever I want on my channel. I don't have to fucking entertain you. You bitch, not near y'all motherfuckers has even donated. So you're getting blocked now because, yeah, that's all I could do. Hey, Faith. Cassie looks a lot like Jennifer Lopez. Do you think Jennifer Lopez is a survivor too? I don't know. There's no such thing as mono and biracial people. They're just people. Stop making shit about race. Oh no, we agree to disagree. There are monoracial people and there are biracial people. Multiple things can exist at the same time. We are still all just people at the end of the day, but I'm a monoracial person. You could clearly see what I am. Cassie is a biracial person, and that's okay. Cassie has a right to care about herself, but she clearly cares about others to risk herself to expose the monster and take him down. Yep, but the love bug's been helping hold it down because of what men do. You can be on the channel. What a small group of men, not all of y'all funky asses. Please stop. Y'all all don't create laws. So get the fuck on. And the reason why y'all did is because y'all cared about y'all mothers, y'all immediate family, and y'all seen that men was just running amok other men. So y'all had to create a system because men need systems and men need structure. Men need to be held accountable. Men need to be able to submit to something. Men need authority because y'all cannot self-govern. Y'all run wild and act crazy. Look at how y'all acting in my comment section. So a small group of men created laws, not all. Y'all is no fucking bodies up in here. Y'all are regular pedestrians. Y'all don't work for the government. Y'all don't create laws. Y'all did not build YouTube. Y'all did not make these apps. Y'all are regular ass stranger dangers. Y'all are nobody. Y'all don't run shit. Y'all didn't create shit. So stop saying men, men, men. No, a small group of men. The small percentage of men that actually run the world because y'all don't run or own shit. Look how you acting. Okay, you're getting blocked. I think that Halle Berry is very beautiful. She's been a victim of Diddy too. Yeah, and that's so unfortunate. I actually work for the government. So why are you here? And why are you not at work? Why aren't you at work? Kim Porter was black. So what's the point whether black or not? She's still a woman. I feel like you would like Kurt Cobain. He was a feminist, wears dresses on stage, and wrote many songs about how he hated rape and saved a woman from being essayed at his concert. So this is all about race then. Y'all are willfully ignorant and super fucking dense on purpose, and I'm not about to sit up here and keep entertaining this. I'm really not. Like a small group of men that actually commit these horrible acts you're talking about. There's not a small group of men that's out here raping. Stop. It's ridiculous. It's very, very ridiculous. Black women need to sit this one out. Where does Cassie laughed at Kim's treatment? So I'm gonna laugh at that footage of him dog walking her ass. It is what it is. If that is true, I think that is absolutely disgusting. I don't agree with that at all. Multiple things can be true at the same time. I'm not sitting up here just putting on a cape for Cassie. This is for women in general. And I think that y'all are missing the point. I'm talking about victims as a whole. And because she was brave enough to whistleblow, she opened up a greater conversation. She opened up the door for this man to be investigated and for people that have been speaking out against him for years and years to actually have a voice, to feel emboldened and empowered to get their just due and to get justice served. And now other women who have experienced this from just the men in their lives or other execs, now they feel more powerful and emboldened to come out and speak their mind and speak their piece. You're just here seeking attention. And I got yours because clearly you're here and now you're blocked. What's the difference between a sentence of we're not doing that. Just be happy. It ain't my page because I'm petty. I think it's funny till that report show up. Oh my God. These people smell like straight onions. Exactly, Tay. It's not a small group. It's your friends, your cousins, your teammates, co-workers. They're just not going to tell y'all who they really are. Exactly. Women find out, though, unfortunately. This is what I'm saying. Men will never know men the way that women know men unless the man is gay and they sleeping with each other. And homosexual men are they out of control. They sleep around. They do a lot. From the ones that I know, they're way more like. Mm-mm. Thank you. All right. Well, when I stop seeing women OnlyFans, we'll talk about what they bring to the table. Food. What are you talking about? Are you saying that all women have an OnlyFans? And you're just one measly ass man. Like all men are not going to cancel their OnlyFans subscriptions. Like you'll never stop seeing OnlyFans pages because you seek it. That part, cream. Exactly, Rihanna. I don't know why like good men and women stay in their lane. So why are you over here? This ain't your lane. These dudes in their weird incel power fantasies. Yeah, Amy, they crazy. They come over here. I don't know what they come over here to like. That part, Amberella. Boom, 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 boom. Young men have changed a lot. I will say that we need to get out of our emotions as men and stand up for what is right and what is wrong. Call that out when we see it. Stop looking for excuses and wrong. Thank you, sensible man, because they just don't. You are in Texas and you acting like this. You are very beautiful. You must hear this every day. Thank you, lovely face. Thank you guys. Y'all are sweet. No, we don't talk about that type of stuff in this chat. You gotta go. Wait, nope, not time out. Nope. OnlyFans was created by men and maintained by men. That part. The number one OnlyFans subscribers are married men. I heard this story, this Reddit story of this girl. She's like 18 or 19. She still lives at home with her parents. She's in college and she needed extra money and she started doing OnlyFans, um, you know, to make ends meet or whatever. And thank you. Thank y'all. She in Starbucks gossiping, bitch. Bye. Um. Okay, so she needed extra money, right? And she's like, a struggling college student or whatever. And she used her father's laptop to look up something, and she opened it and she saw her OnlyFans, her naked body on OnlyFans. Her father was subscribed to her OnlyFans account, and he had been watching her OnlyFans for months. And she was like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I tell my mother about it? What do I do? OnlyFans started a whole flation with American women. No, men started women hoeing. Men have been selling women before women has ever sold themselves. That's her fault. See, look, blame her. It's not the father's fault for being a nasty, fucking demented, wicked, evil pervert looking at his daughter in that way. Why would a father even look for his daughter's OnlyFans in the first place? That's twisted, disgusting, but her fault. It's her fault that her father is subscribed to her OnlyFans. Look at this. Men never ever take accountability. A lot of y'all think and act alike, and this is why y'all are always so defensive when I talk about men that do these types of things. If you're not like that, you wouldn't be so offended. Men started women hoeing. Yes. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all never heard of pimp culture? Men started selling women. Back in the medieval times, men were selling their daughters to build alliances. Men would sell their daughters for farms and sheep and goats and herds. The first currency exchange was for a woman. It was a saber tooth ivory fucking tooth for a woman. Men been selling women. The fuck is you talking about? Even in hip hop culture, the first time you ever saw a woman shaking her bare ass was in a video of a man. Women didn't start exploiting themselves in music videos and on television. Men started exploiting and objectifying women in that way. Don't ever play with me. You target men as a wow when you're really talking about a singular man. You can't even type right. Like, what are you talking about? Black men should be ashamed and embarrassed by how Diddy was acting. He's supposed to be representing y'all. Booyah. Real fathers would be disgusted to find out about his daughter. Not intrigued. That part, Rihanna. There was another story of a girl whose stepfather was on her OnlyFans paying a custom content, and she told her mother and she divorced him. I saw that one too, Amberella. Anyone know if the father was charged? I don't know how it ended. The story, she was basically saying, what should I do? Like, should I say something about it or what? It's called the dowry. Yes. We've heard of dowries, but like I said, men have been selling women before a woman ever thought of selling herself. Why don't you become a learned individual before passing judgment on others? So me telling you all stories of things that actually happened is passing judgment. Thank you, Pancake. Go back to school. All right, you get blocked. Should women sell themselves? People should do whatever they want to do. I'd rather a woman sell herself than to be pimped out by a man. How y'all say men in the chat not offended by Diddy? How y'all think this is okay? Do y'all even see the video? Because they see themselves in him. There was men saying, "Oh, what did she do to make him do that?" And they were making excuses saying that she stole his money and that's why he grabbed the bag from her because there was 100,000 of his dollars in there and there was a Rolex in there. Like this Diddy is practically a fucking billionaire. If she stole that money, then I'm sure he could have got it back, and he didn't have to drag her back in the room. If he just wanted to get his money, he could have took the bag and let her go on about her business. He didn't. It wasn't about the bag or the contents of the bag. No, he was wanted to beat her ass. Belly dance. I'm not belly dancing. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all are weird. She won't call out women selling themselves, but would demonize the men buying these women. I'm not demonizing men buying women. You're being dense. I never said I demonize men. I said I do not agree with pimp culture. I don't agree with men pimping women out. I don't. He dragged her because she was dumb enough to allow it, love. Victim blaming. 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 Victim shaming. Victim shaming. Victim shaming. Victim shaming. She did it for the money. Y'all got it. I'm blocking you. Y'all are disgusting. I just remember in 2016, P. Diddy had an album called Last Train to Paris that didn't do well, but the coward took his frustrations out on a woman. Puzzle punk. If you moan out, I will give you. Women do that to themselves now. It's the truth, love. One word accountability, boo. Cassie allowed it. And this is why women don't say anything because people like this in the chat. Brianna, thank you. That's exactly what this is what I'm talking about. This is why people don't come forward because of what is happening in this chat. The only excuse Diddy could use for his actions is if she hunted on one of his kids. Other than that, what you mean? Like hit one of his kids, beat up one of his kids? We get it, Goofy. Some man hurt you. Minister Society, you are a bitch. Fuck you. I don't hate all men. I hate bad men. And clearly you're a bad man. And clearly you're a piece of shit because you want to argue points that doesn't fucking even make any sense. And now you're getting blocked, bitch. I gave you a lot of chances. And that's it. You're done. Scram. Also, don't be afraid or carry that part. Who cares if she was with him for the money? Only unmanly men watch other men's pockets. Go play the lottery. Are you African? I'm American. Come on, baby. You know they're just trying to upset you. Don't listen to them. I like this girl. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and like this video. There's three dots at the top of the screen. Press it. Hit the thumbs up. Until we was a woman, take accountability for what we allow. We can't keep blaming men. Love women do. I do tell women to keep your room. Watch out for the red flags. However, if you're in a relationship with a man and he beats your ass, that's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You can do better. You can choose better. But a man beating your ass like that is never your fault. There's nothing you could ever do to warrant a man kicking you, stomping you, and dragging you and throwing a glass vase at you. I'm just not. I'm not picking up what you're putting down, Mo. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. You're getting out of here too, Wyatt. I don't give a fuck about what you think. Does the booty clap? Oh my god, y'all are trash. You rather to be brave than weak. Yes, you would. What? Period. It's not your fault. Somebody is abusive. Why do women talk so much? Why are you here, bitch? All right, I've been up in here for a while. I'm gonna finish this and then I'm getting out of here. I'll come back later. We'll do another show later. But I'm glad that this chat went the way that it did because it proved my point when I said victims don't often come forward, and it's because of this very chat. The chat is the mental of society at large, and it is disgusting and it is shameful that when you are brutalized, beat the fuck up, it's always your fault. An excuse, always. Yeah, LJ, that's what I'm saying. The only valid excuse for him to hit her would be if she hurt his kids. Yeah, okay. But folks claiming she stole from him. You do love, most women don't. If you allow anyone to hit you like an animal, then who fault is that? Cassie got her money, so next. No, it's a man's fault. It's never a woman's fault for a man to beat her the fuck up. Like, are you serious? What's wrong with you? You are male identified to think like that. Have you ever had an experience with a violent man? I have. God is good, flesh is evil. I hate to be on jury with some of these people. We'd be in a room all day long. Hey, victim blaming at its finest. These people can watch a man bearing on a woman and it's still her fault. Wow. Lust and perversion of this world. What if she hit him first? I don't think anybody should be putting any hands on anybody. But if a man can overpower you, he can restrain you. He can legit grab you. He could toss you to the side. He don't gotta kick you and do all of that. He don't. She tried to get away from that man multiple times. He ran and dragged her back. If she hit him, he should have called the police. He should have let her go. If the roles were reversed, Cassie would be blamed. If Cassie were a pale complexion, Puffy would be in prison. I never said it was her fault. You just did. You said it's her fault. You absolutely did. Go back and read what you wrote. If she hit him first, it's the same, different. Why angry? Right, the video's still not enough for y'all, but you should not be able to walk away from a girl trying to. You should be able to walk away. Oh, nobody deserves to be beat like that for nothing. You don't deserve to hit an animal like that. And if he did hit an animal like that, you know how those people would be riding at fucking dawn. If Cassie was a dog that he was stomping out, Diddy would be in the prison. They would be riding at dawn. Why would a woman fight a man they can't beat if they try to hit me? Diddy had punch Cassie in the album while they attacked too. And then if a DV situation should call the authorities. I don't care if she hit him first. All Diddy did was see how they making excuses? What if she hit him first? She hit him first, that means that he deserved to stomp her out multiple times, drag her, and throw glass at her. Y'all are sick. It's a fucking sickness. Y'all are sick, demented, and demonic. And it's disgusting. This is what humanity is. Why would she stay with someone like that? Because she was afraid, because no one would believe her and people would blame her. The same things that y'all are doing up in this chat right now. I think she should have left, but it's not always the easiest to fucking just leave. And the way that he chased her, you don't think that he was stalking her, harassing her, and sending shooters to her house? Y'all gotta be smoking crack if you think Diddy was not harassing her. He was still harassing her. That's another reason why she came out with that lawsuit, because he wouldn't leave her alone. He did not respect the fact that she got married and had kids. He said in one of his records, fuck them kids, fuck your husband, come back home. He got on stage when Carisha with her stupid ass was holding up a sign called to go Poppy in the audience and told and said, I love you, Cassie, thank you, Cassie. He did not leave that girl alone. She also saved her life by coming forward. Thank you. She was in a corner not fighting back and he threw a vase. Y'all cowards think she deserved it. What if Cassie bashed her head and passed away? with Diddy saying still support Diddy. If Cassie hit him first, then Puffy should have gotten security. Y'all hit on all of y'all excuses in the world. They're sick. It's a sickness. Get the strap. She tried to stand up for herself and got beat down. All right, I'm out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you care, and I will see you guys in a few. Spread love is a Brooklyn way.